Good morning and welcome to Sudbourne Tunstall Baptist Church. My name is Dave and I'm the minister of the church here. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to share some of our news with you and really grateful for your prayers. And we are thankful for the videos that you've sent to us and that you will send to us so we can keep in touch with what's going on in your situation over the summer. My guess is that our experiences over the last 5 months have been pretty similar to yours. On the 1st of March, I held out my hand to welcome someone to our morning service at Sudbourne, and they politely declined, said something about touching elbows. I thought that was a little odd at the time, but now handshakes are seen as positively dangerous. If you said to me at the end of February that I wouldn't see some in our church face to face for 5 months, I would have thought you were either very pessimistic or mad. I'm sure I wouldn't have said that, of course. None of us really knew what was coming. For a family that gets so much joy in gathering, lockdown has been tough for us as a church. Of course, we're grateful for the technology that is available now, and we've been able to continue to meet in our online services through Zoom in young people's work and prayer meetings, socializing with quiz nights and that sort of thing. But it isn't really the same. There have been blessings for which we are really thankful. We've had many visitors joining with us Sunday by Sunday, some from other churches using us as an evening service, several from our community. We're grateful for the opportunity to fellowship with other churches in this way and so pleased to welcome people in from our villages. We've been blessed by people willing to use their gifts in order to meet lockdown needs. Personally, Sunday has been very different for me. I've actually had a lie-in most weeks. We've had breakfast together as a family. We record our services normally on a Wednesday, sometimes on a Thursday, on really bad weeks on a Friday. But for many in the church, the lockdown experience has been very different. For some, it's been like an extra long holiday. For others, it's been a total nightmare. We have several who work in the healthcare sector, in the hospital, in hospices and care homes. It's been tough for them. It's been a privilege to pray for and support them as we can. For some, they've been at work throughout the whole of the lockdown under very difficult situations. There are, of course, situations ongoing in the church, in people's lives, and they didn't just stop when lockdown happened, and lockdown has made those much more serious, it seemed. It's magnified the impact of those situations. Some people have been lonely. Some people have had run-ins with the virus, either catching the virus, thankfully only in a fairly mild form, or having loved ones who have been seriously ill with the virus. That's been much harder. And some of us have had friends and relatives who have died. It's tough. It's been a challenge to keep in remote contact with people going through hard times. The challenge now is to make the most of the relaxations that are being offered to us. We've carried out our risk assessments, we've rearranged our buildings, we've put up loads of signs and bought in gallons of hand gel. And we're now looking forward to starting to gather in the real world again. Please pray for us as we test our precautions out and try and work in a way that maximizes the number of people in services while keeping risks to an acceptable level. Please pray that the longing to gather would have grown in our hearts during lockdown. That it would really be a case of absence makes the heart grow fonder and not out of sight, out of mind. And please pray that people would really be blessed through meeting up again. Please pray too that we would be given wisdom as we move forward. We have an area here that desperately needs to hear about Jesus. Thousands of people who don't know him as yet. We have a blank canvas in front of us as a church. We don't want to just start doing everything that we stopped in March. Rather, we want to do all we can to take the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ to this area. Please pray that we would have wisdom and imagination and that we would be able to take hold of opportunities and tell people about Jesus. We also have to re-engage with issues that have been on hold for the last 5 months, not least the small matter of accommodation. Our pre-lockdown congregation was really too big for either of our chapel buildings. And we are seeking the Lord's will as to where we should meet on Sunday mornings. Rendlesham School have said they're hoping we will still use their premises when they start lettings in the autumn. And that's great. But longer term, we would love to have a dedicated building that we can welcome the community into. Please pray for us as we explore possible solutions to that need. Anyway, my time has gone. Can I just send you the love and the greetings of the church here at Sudbourne and Tunstall, assure you of our prayers, and ask that if you remember us, we'll be very grateful for your prayers for us. Thank you very much. And I pray that you have a really blessed day together today.